Good afternoon, everybody. I'm happy to be able to come here and share with you the experience of dENiZEN in engaging the Asian consumers. I'll start briefly by providing you a business context of where the opportunity was, and then share with you some specific examples of marketing ideas that started in Asia and that we rolled out in other parts of the world. I'm not so sure if many of you have heard about dENiZEN, but we just launched the brand late last year. In fact, it is the first brand that a Levi Strauss company launched outside the US. We envision a brand to be global, and we thought the best place to start is Asia. So while most companies start their brands in more developed markets such as the US and Europe, we decided to start in Asia, 5 markets in Asia, starting with China, India. And then after the 5 markets in Asia, we rolled out to Mexico and the US. Another bold move from the company was to establish the global headquarters, not in San Francisco, where we originated from, but instead to be based in Hong Kong. I think another bolder move was they decided to hire a marketing head that doesn't have any fashion marketing experience. I came from FMCG background as well as entertainment, and so the whole idea was to create a company that's nimble, based in Asia, and start innovating and creating paradigm shift. Let me step back and share with you the business opportunity. The size of the mass denim market is estimated to be $8 billion US. And in recent years, many of you have seen how many brands or several brands have started capturing increased market share around the world. Now, if you just zero in China and India alone, the segment for the mass denim market accounts for 32% and 52% respectively. And our sweet spot is a consumer segment known as the status seekers. Now, these are the young consumers, up and mobile. If we combine, again, China and India alone, the status seekers account for 30% of the male population and 22% of the female population. As you all know, in India, a lot of the women are, most of the women still, penetrating the women's segment is still a challenge for us for the denim segment. Now, so where does the dENiZEN brand name came from? dENiZEN is actually an English word that means community. Just as Levi's is the first denim brand launched 138 years ago, we envisioned dENiZEN to be a brand for the younger generation. So in order to facilitate this, we enable our consumers to actively participate in the brand dialogue so they become our brand advocate. The consumer response for our first year has been very encouraging. With a strong equity of the Levi's brand in Asia, dENiZEN has been quickly received as a jeanswear brand that is accessible, inspiring, and guiding. Rather than talk to you more about the brand, I thought it's best to share with you a video that reflects the voice of our young consumers that is also aligned with our brand DNA.
Let's set the world on fire.
Light shining down on me. Everything I see is waiting for ignition. Light shining down on you. It's time for something new. Get up and let's get started.
So how are we engaging the dENiZEN generation? In the interest of time, I know you're all tired, I'll share with you 3 examples of how we bring our consumers as part of the brand dialogue, part of our campaign, and lastly, how they influence our product design so they become our brand advocates. Now, dENiZEN is a very consumer-centric culture. Beyond mainstream research, we embark on ethnographic studies that includes in-home visits, shop-along, and in-depth interviews. In addition, we also have an online panel we call the D-Zone, representing our consumers across different markets. Now, this is a very powerful tool that because through this online research panel, we are able to get real-time feedback on our marketing communication, retail experience, and product offering. So during our first few months, which is very critical in establishing our foothold, we want to make sure we're able to calibrate our program that is meeting or exceeding our consumers' expectation. Now, my second example is about a brand campaign. The global brand campaign Fit Out Startup is aimed at inspiring youth to start pursuing their passion, such as music, art, travel, and other interests. While traditional media still plays a very important role in our marketing mix, we use or employ more of the digital marketing so that we are able to provide deeper consumer engagement. We feature young people across the world who are making their mark in their respective communities, and we acknowledge them in our advertising. So here's one last video, one of my favorite viral video, since I came from the same company, this video features a group of young artists who are very passionate about the environment. And they actually use pure light art without computer animation to tell the story about caring for our environment. So this became our one of our viral content videos with a positive message rather than doing hard sell product marketing.
We dream of a message drawn in light. Street lights fall on concrete compromise. Our lives keeping nature out of sight. Be free with the creatures of the night. They say we must live this way. We say that it is time to change. They say that they just don't know how, but we know now, so gather round. The sun, the stars, the trees, the clouds, the symphony of life around the world is each and everything in you.
So in Asia alone, our viral videos have reached over 2 million views, and that's a good start for a new brand. And during the launch phase of our digital marketing, we have achieved like 80,000 fans on Facebook in a few months, and over 40,000 fans of its equivalent in China, and it's growing rapidly. As an inclusive brand, we continue to be active on the digital and social media space. So my last example is about product co-creation. This is a classic example where the best idea that sells came from the consumers themselves. We're very fortunate to have Imran Khan. For those of you from India would know that he's a Bollywood celebrity and a youth icon. and a perfect brand ambassador. Beyond his charisma, the great part is Imran is also a denim connoisseur himself. So through our online research panel, the consumer's request was for us to create a range of products that's also inspired from Imran's own co-creation. So we came up with a range, and each of these products has a unique story, including the first pair of denim that Imran Khan wore on his first job. You see in the middle of the button, did you know? It's actually a very popular expression of Imran Khan. And we use this as a marketing hook in introducing the unique product story behind each product, each of the collection. More importantly, we are able to tap into Imran Khan's huge online fan base. So the co-creation, which was just launched a few months ago, while priced higher than most of our collection, has quickly become our best seller in India. With consumers' feedback, we have decided to extend the program in 2012 and in fact expand the range to include the women's line. Because what we found out that actually Imran Khan's biggest fan base are among the women. So, I hope with the three examples that I showed you, we are able to share with you some examples of how we make trusted and aspirational jeans wear more accessible to a broader audience. We don't compete through price alone, but we offer consumer value through style and deeper emotional connection. So in closing, I'd like to share with you one of our principles at dENiZEN, which is emotion is the currency of brands. Thank you.